Cause people be thirsty, people be fanned out behind this shit. Look, ooh, it's Yo Gotti. Ooh, it's Young Dolph. Let me tell somebody. Let me tell something. You just heard. Ooh, what? Who killed Young Dolph? Who? You said you did. Some motherfucker to take that back, folks, and it's gonna get back, folks. Cause niggas gonna be thirsty to get a nod from either side, folks. Check it out, gang. Want to see more crazy moments from Red-Handed TV? Follow me now on twitch.com. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Red-Handed TV, and today, as y'all can see, we back with another one, gang. Y'all already know what time it is, nigga. Check it out. Alright, now check it out, Jay. Y'all see who on the screen, man. Paper route. Y'all already know. Young Dolph. We finna get into a full story, you know. I just came from Memphis not too long ago, a couple weeks ago, folks. I tried to get some of them cookies, folks. I seen where the shit happened, folks. Damn, this one my boy, R.I.P. Dolph, G. Damn. They graffitied this bitch up, folks. Hey, I gotta go get some of them cookies. I visit that shit. That shit was crazy, man. So, y'all already know Young Dolph, one of the biggest artists in the game, man. Y'all know we miss him dearly, folks. Shout out Key Glock, man. R.I.P. Dolph, man. We finna get into today's video, man. But before we do that, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe on this channel. And then I need y'all to head over to my gamer channel, Red-Handed Gamer TV, folks. Red-Handed Gamer TV. And like, comment, and subscribe, man. But without further ado, man, let's get into today's video, man. It's Dolph.
Young Dolph wasn't just another street rapper who blew up and stayed the same. He fought his way out of the trenches in Memphis, started giving back to the community. And even though his loyalty to his hometown made him a local hero,
hey,
he also ended up getting him killed. So today, we're bringing down the wild and tragic story of Young Dolph, a Memphis legend who was taken too soon. Let's get right into it.
Say that shit
Dolph
again.
was born in Chicago, but his family moved to Memphis when he was just 2 years old. When he was younger, they went back and forth between both
You
cities.
was born in Iraq, shorty? I didn't know you was in Iraq. What it?
Home. Crack epidemic of the
That's
80s
crazy.
was hard. And unfortunately,
I did not know that.
Got addicted.
I ain't know folks was from Iraq, G. That's crazy.
So Dolph went to live with his grandma. He called her the meanest motherfucker in the world because she was so strict, but she still couldn't keep him away from the streets. Dolph hopped off the porch and started hustling to support himself. He always freestyled as a hobby, but back in the day, he never thought about rap as a career. That all changed after Dolph almost died in a car wreck and a couple of homies convinced him to hop in the booth. Dolph recorded a few tracks and handed out 20,000 CDs in Memphis for free. This was back before everyone started blowing up off of SoundCloud and social media, and Dolph had to get out and really hustle to get his music heard. The hard work paid off though, and not before long, he already had a buzz behind his name in Memphis. Dropping his debut tape, Dolph realized he could just leave the streets behind and focus on rap full time. But Dolph had bigger plans than just popping off on the artist side, and in 2010, he created his Paper Route Empire label. That same year, he hit the mainstream when he dropped Welcome to Dolph World with features from Southern rap legends like 2 Chainz and 8 Ball and MJG. Dolph stayed on the grind, dropping projects and building up the Paper Route label. He was picking up more momentum every time he released a tape. Then in 2013, he blew up even more when he dropped a collab project with Gucci Mane. Dolph was having a lot of success, especially for an independent artist who came up on his own grind without the help of cosigns and major labels. Yo Gotti's one of the biggest rappers in Memphis, and around 2014, he reached out to Dolph and wanted to sign him to a CMG label. According to rumors, Dolph and Gotti already knew each other because Dolph was Gotti's brother's plug. But when Gotti offered him a deal, Dolph turned it down so he could stay independent and create his own lane. He told Sway in the morning that he just wanted to do his own thing and there wasn't any static. But that's not how Gotti took it. At that point, it wasn't a serious issue, but later, the situation heated up, turned into a deadly beef. Dolph kept it pushing and leveled up again, and he linked up with OT Genesis and went double platinum off the track Cut It in 2015. Then in 2016, he hit the mainstream again after he dropped his debut album, King of Memphis. The project popped off, hit number 49 on the Billboard 200, but not everyone was cool with Dolph calling himself the King of Memphis. There was obviously some static going on behind the scenes with Gotti, because in February 2016, Dolph called him out on Twitter and said,
always some hating ass
nigga.
nigga.
One fan and wanting to sign me to be my biggest hater. #facts. After Dolph turned Gotti down, he ended up signing Black Youngsta instead. And when Dolph started taking shots on social media, Youngsta hopped in and the situation started heating up. He called Dolph a and wrote, "When I see that Dolph, I'm gonna smack the shit out of him. On my life. Then
he ain't never gas you up.
Further by rolling up to Dolph's hood with a bunch of goons. Gotti hadn't said anything about the beat, so Dolph aired him out for letting his artist fight his battle.
You probably knew he wasn't there, youngster. Come on, what you want?
And even accused him of calling the cops on him. Then, Black Youngster made the beef official a day later when he dropped the track Shake Some and said, Young Dolph Thornton wanna play I'm on tour with the K. Mac 11, Smith & Wesson, extended clip, 100 rounds on the Draco. How the you the king of Memphis? You ain't from the city. You from Chicago. Boy, you better lay low. Killers move when I say so. My little niggas rob instead of killing. Raping.
Oh shit, Black Youngster, this shit hit different, folks.
Dog focus on their own careers and labels.
My boy finna go. You already know how we coming behind ours, folks.
In the streets too. But he didn't really know Dolph back in the day. Key Glock started rapping in the 9th grade, formed a rap crew with his homie. He dropped a mixtape, a whole lot of everything, picked up some buzz. But then, one of his homies in the group was killed, and Glock got locked up for a different shooting. While Glock was in jail, his aunt showed Dolph.
Damn, the Glock, I ain't know you was like that, folks. I ain't know you was like that.
His music, and Dolph loved it. Glock and Dolph used to see each other at family cookouts, but Dolph didn't even know he was trying to rap. So when Key Glock got out from the shooting charge, Dolph linked up and offered him a deal with Paper Route. Signing Glock was a huge win for Dolph and Paper Route. But at the same time, the beef with Gotti was heating up again, and Dolph was almost killed right after he made the deal with Glock. In February 2017, Dolph sent a savage diss track at Gotti called Play With Your Bitch. He aired Gotti out for capping in his raps and said, I hear you slick dissing, but that shit lame. All that make believe you rapping about cocaine. Don't play with me, ho Gotti, you a hoe, man. You went from my biggest fan to my biggest hater. Begging me to sign with you, but I had too much paper. Then, he went after Gotti's whole team and said, they said them niggas on your team are on your draws. They say you make the call you boss, but they can't call you king because that's Dolph. Dolph also claimed that he hooked up with Gotti's baby mama, and in the video for the track, he even stole a girl from a Gotti lookalike. It was a savage move, but it almost got Dolph killed. One day after the video dropped, Dolph's SUV was shot over 100 times while he was in Charlotte, North Carolina. Luckily, Dolph was moving smart and had the whole whip bulletproof, so he made it out without getting hit. Black Youngster was arrested for the shooting, but they had to let him go due to lack of evidence. Then, a few months later,
damn, Youngster, you was slide like that, bro?
Hollywood ended up getting shot 3 times.
How the fuck is this Menace to Society still out?
He was released. Nobody would work with the cops. They didn't have enough evidence to take it to trial. After the hotel shooting, the beef went quiet again, and Dolph went back to focusing on Paper Route. 2018, he was offered a label deal worth $22 million, but Dolph turned it down again so he could do everything his way. Most rappers only dream about getting a deal like that, but Dolph knew that having control over his career was more important in the long run. And it's not like Dolph needed a major label to help him pop off. In 2019, he dropped a collab tape with Key Glock, hit number 8 on the Billboard 200. Then in 2020, Dolph's album Rich Slave blew up and reached number 4. Dolph really started from the bottom, turned himself into a millionaire, but he never let the success get to his head. A lot of rappers would throw a few bucks at charity to get some clout on social media, but Dolph really cared about his community and was always giving back. He hosted turkey drives every year, donated thousands of dollars to local schools, and even wanted to buy a community center to help keep kids out of the streets. Dolph learned how important helping people was from his grandma, and he started a foundation in her honor called the Ida Mae Family Foundation. Just 2 days before he was tragically murdered, Dolph visited a cancer center in Memphis where one of his relatives had been treated. He wanted everyone there to know how much he appreciated their work, and the center put out a statement that said, our associates were deeply touched by sincerity and effort to extend such gratitude. Dolph also talks to them about his plans to hand out turkeys all over Memphis before Thanksgiving, but unfortunately, he never got the chance. On November 17th, 2021, Dolph was at his favorite bakery in Memphis.
Them damn cookies.
Homemade butter cookies.
Damn.
Loves at the spot just 6 days early on social media, and nobody ever expected something crazy to go down there. While he was at the shop, 2 shooters rolled up, started letting off shots through the front window. Dolph didn't stand a chance. The shooters opened fire with an AK-47 Draco and a pistol, and Dolph ended up getting shot over 20 times and dying on the scene. It was alleged that Dolph was strapped with his own gun and even shot back, but tragically, he didn't make it. His death was a major loss for Memphis and the entire rap game. And at first, the cops had no idea who the killers could be. It took a few months, but they finally caught a break in the case and issued a warrant in January 2022 for a rapper named Straight Drop. Then, 2 dudes named Cornelius Smith and Shondell Barnett were arrested later. There's still a lot of questions about why Dolph was killed, but in November 2022, the cops booked a dude named Hernandez Govan and claimed he's the one who ordered the hit. It's not clear why Govan would have wanted Dolph dead, but he does have ties to the rap game. His daughter was a rapper signed with Lil Uzi Vert and Lotto Cash Desto, and she was brutally shot to death last year in Houston. Rumors say her death is related to Dolph's.
Damn, Damn, fo, you know you did that, fo. You supposed to protect that little girl, fo. You tweaking, you know what you just got yourself into when you did what you did, fo. You didn't kill one of the biggest rap artists out of Memphis, fo. Besides they side and his side, you just took out the boss, fo. You know what's finna happen, fo. You know, so you supposed to be prepared, fo. You can't be walking around all day. They don't know. The streets talk, fo. Somebody gonna talk to somebody. Look at this shit. It's a bunch of y'all. It's a bunch of y'all motherfuckers, folks. Y'all doing this shit. Somebody gonna say something to somebody, folks. And it's gonna come back, G. It's gonna come back. Because people be thirsty. People be fanned out behind this shit. Look, ooh, it's Yo Gotti. Ooh, it's Young Dolph. Let me tell somebody. Let me tell something. You just heard. Ooh, what? Who killed Young Dolph? Who? You said you did. Some motherfucker to take that back, folks. And it's gonna get back, folks. Because niggas gonna be thirsty to get a nod from either side, folks. So niggas gonna that shit like
his family, friends, and the whole city of Memphis want answers about his death. But it looks like
damn, got that girl killed.
The judge presiding over his case told him that the trial won't even start in 2023, so they'll have to wait at least a year before they get closure. Young Dolph is one of the most important rappers to ever come out of Memphis. He didn't just hit the charts and leave the city without looking back. He used his position in the rap game to help everyone around him, and all he wanted to do was give back to his community. Dolph was only 36 when he died, but he already had a massive impact on his city and everyone around him. Fortunately, he was taken before he could accomplish everything he wanted to. But Dolph's legacy will live on with his music.
He was doing this shit, man. One of the hottest independent artists, folks. Hell yeah, man. That shit crazy to see, folks. One of the hottest independent artists in the game, G. Was showing us the way, G. Was showing niggas the way, man. You could take control of your own career. You could do this shit yourself. You don't need no major label, G. You just need to believe in yourself, bet on yourself, invest in yourself, and you gonna be something big, man. Folks had all type of real estate, all type of shit going, helping the community. He was doing it big on his own, G. Showing us, G. Folks was his own entity, man. It'd be a lot of food shit, man, going on, G. It'd be too much food shit, G. Like, why y'all beefing, folk? Why y'all beefing? Y'all both big as hell, folk. Like, come together, folk. But that shit be stupid, G. It'd be about females. Look, I fucked your baby mama, use a hoe, man. Like, come on, man. Y'all niggas be having too much pride, folks. We losing too much good people over senseless violence, folks. Over some food shit, folks. Damn, man, all that shit goofy, G. Like, we need everybody, G. We need y'all to come together, folks. Like, this ain't, I mean, you know, things happen, G, in order for it to get better. So, unfortunately, this tragedy had to happen maybe for you know, motherfuckers to realize this ain't the way to go type shit. Like, we need to stop all this senseless violence, folks. Like, come on, man. That shit was unnecessary. All this shit was, folks. But, you know, man, R.I.P. Young Dolph, man. I hope everything be good, folks. I'm sending my blessings to the family, folks. Keep locked, man. Everything, folks. You got to keep going, G. You was decent. You doing your thing. G. Just keep your head on straight. Keep going. Keep pushing, man. Stay strong, man. And hopefully, you know, if you keep going and going and prospering, folks, it's like a blessing from folks. G. Like it's like, you know, you doing it in memory of him, folks. So we rooting for you, Glock, man. Keep doing your thing, G. Y'all already know Paper Route Music. Hey, we out of here, gang. Yeah. One more from Red-Handed TV. Head over to RedHandedTV.com now for all exclusive merch. Also, make sure to follow me on all social media platforms to stay updated with all new content. And don't forget to download my new mixtape, Red Tape, on all musical platforms now.